Thank you. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Jose Picazo. I'm the tech navigator at the Curry Senior Center, and I'll be going over quickly our equity and innovation pilot project, which we call the Curry Tech Support Program. So going over, let's see here. Yeah. Going over our goals for this program, we wanted to reduce the digital divide for vulnerable populations by providing devices, training, and internet service for our clients. As part of this pilot, we distributed Android tablets to those without devices and offered individual tablet training. A closer look at our program, we handed out Android 10-inch tablets and protective cases alongside a 14-lesson curriculum, which is right now currently available in English and Vietnamese. Aside the tablet program, we also offer drop-in hours bi-weekly for additional tech support, and we also offer home visits for tech support when at-home assistance is needed. Quickly, this is kind of some brief overview of the demographics and the number of clients we've had. So there were a total of 16 participants in our pilot program. Which all of these came as referrals from our existing programs. Here we see a quick distribution. The majority of our clients came from our Vietnamese programs, with our translator, Trang, serving as the instructor for 11 of these 16 clients. But those 11 were monolingual Vietnamese clients. Looking at our client demographics, the majority, 81% of the pilot clients were above the age of 65. And 69 of the participants reported as living alone. This is kind of going over their technology use prior to the pilot. So 75% of our clients reported lack of technology as being a barrier to receiving services. And we also reported 56% of the clients reported having some limited experience with technology, with 31 of them presenting no experience and 13% reporting frequent user, but with limited knowledge. As part of this pilot program, we also wanted to look at loneliness. So these were drawn from the initial survey that we did. We found that 56% of our clients resided alone. 62% of them reported rarely or never feeling isolated from others, and then half of them reported feeling more isolated because of the COVID-19 pandemic, with an 82% believing that the use of technology will help them feel less lonely and isolated. This is a quick overview of our curriculum that we developed for this program. 14 total lessons, each covering different topics, first starting with tablet basics, and as we go along, we kind of move into more complex topics. This is a current quick overview of where all of our clients are within the tablet progression. So out of the 14 lessons, most of our clients right now are entering the middle phase of our curriculum, with only one of our clients really being at less than 10 right now, comparatively to everybody else.
And I think I wanted to just highlight that, our clients, they have a lot of other needs and demands on their time. I think Jose mentioned that they have a lot of medical appointments or other types of appointments that do sort of impact their ability to participate very regularly, but we do continue to do the outreach and keep engaging them when they are available.
Yeah, for sure. And then following that, this is some findings from the post-assessment that we've been doing. So out of the 16 clients that we currently have, we have completed 13 of the 16 post-assessment interviews. And we've been noticing some excellent results, even with the clients who have had a limited exposure to the program. Looking here on the right, we found that 92% of the surveyed clients agreed that access and training to internet-connected digital devices increase their confidence with using the internet. We also found that 100% of the 13 survey clients reported that having access to this internet-connected device increased their confidence in accessing support services, social engagement, and then health and wellness recreational services. This transferred over, as well as 100% of the 13 clients reported that their use of the technology over the past few months allowed them to feel less lonely and isolated, and their newly acquired skills in the use of technology helped improve the motivation to use technologies in ways that improve their mental and physical wellness. These are some of the discoveries that we found as we went through the program with our clients. Clients really showed an increased interest in using technology, with a lot of them often bringing their own other devices to ask questions during our training lessons. A lot of our clients also came into the program with a big fear of technology, not really wanting to participate with technology just because they had this overwhelming fear. And a lot of the clients actually overcame that fear during our time. Also, we found that of all the clients that we had in the pilot program, all of them already had internet service at their home. However, the majority of them did not know how to utilize it effectively, meaning that they either had internet services but didn't know how to connect their devices, didn't know their account information, and didn't really know what Wi-Fi was. Other discoveries that we found, the large portion of our Vietnamese clients use the tablet to communicate with family and keep in touch with friends. We also found that a lot of our clients also engaged more with social media. And the clients that we had really enjoyed the one-on-one tutoring setting, with a lot of them showing that they had hesitation in seeking technology help because a lot of the technology help that's available is in large groups. So the one-on-one setting, really, a lot of the clients really liked that. Here we go to some of the difficulties and barriers. As Angela previously mentioned, we had a lot of conflicts with scheduling, which kind of pushed the program beyond the planned 6 months in order to cover all the 14 lessons in the curriculum. We also found some difficulties with assisting monolingual clients with home internet issues, as oftentimes the clients themselves didn't know their information or didn't understand the questions that customer representatives were trying to ask, leading to some barriers with internet service assistance. Looking at our technology too, the Lenovo tablets that we used within our program came with a significant amount of bloatware, things that we couldn't remove from the tablets, which just caused issues with our storage and then caused confusion within some of our clients. These are some next steps for this program. Of course, we want to continue the enrollment of Vietnamese and LGBT, but we also want to expand our enrollment to Spanish, Russian, and Cantonese speaking clients. And of course, we also want to expand our curriculum to include new topics of interest within our communities. And yeah, that was kind of a quick overview of what we've been doing. And now if you guys have any questions, yeah, we'll be taking some questions.
One thing I wanted to note, thank you, Jose. We did focus those results on a lot of our, the 16 clients getting the tablets, but we also provide quite a lot of drop-in tech support for people with mobile devices, printers, other laptops they bring in. And we also have appointment-based services outside of tablet training. So people can come in and, like, if they want to learn, GarageBand, or they want to learn something different, we can set up appointments for them. And Jose does do home visits in the neighborhood for some of our clients that have things that we can't solve over the phone. So he's very busy.
Thank you both so much. This is like so amazing to hear what's happening and to see what you're doing at Curry Senior Center. Did you have Vietnamese speaker or speaking staff to help out with some of this training?
Yeah, one our translator, Vietnamese translator, Trang, does lessons with 11 of the 16 clients. So she actually knows the curriculum pretty well. She helped me translate it to Vietnamese, and then if need be, I could also attend those meetings with her as well.
Excellent. Excellent.
So I'm wondering what it is that would help you when the pilot's over. What would you like to see happen?
I think we'd love some steady funding for technology navigation. What we're finding is that once we have the capacity, the demand starts rolling in. Jose started in January of this year, and after about a month of like some quiet times, I think he hasn't stopped since. And there's a lot of demands for the drop-in hours, and home visits take up a lot of time. It's not necessarily just a quick half-hour jaunt to someone's apartment to solve something, because you get there, you have to reset their password, then they have to get a text message, and then they have to remember how to check their text message. So it becomes like more needs. We'd love to get a tech navigator in other languages so that it's a little bit more efficient if the skilled technology person speaks the language versus kind of going through a translator. So I think there's just that need to programmatize, if that's a verb, and set up it as a standing program, because now all of our programs refer people to Jose, whether that's the clinic, our case managers, our substance use and behavioral health counselors engaged Jose to get tablets to people so they could do their counseling on Zoom. And that was initially where this program was germinated from, was because of COVID and the need to get people remote access to their counselors and their providers. So I see it as just a growing need and a like standing like everyday need for our clients, no matter their age, is to have this access. So we pull Jose into a lot of things. As a small nonprofit, we ask him to fix our computers. So we always need help.
In moving forward and looking into the future, would you consider looking at other kinds of devices?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we started with just sort of like $150 model. We could certainly scale up if we had more money, or if we could do some research. We haven't really done that yet. We have another program, as you might know, with iPads that's funded through through DOS. But this was more of a low barrier program. We didn't put a lot of restrictions on the people coming to it. And we also didn't want to have a lot of loss to start with. So we wanted to see what that would look like. And we actually have only had, I think, 2 people had lost or stolen out of 30 plus we've given out.
Yeah.
We've given out, like, for this program, 16, but we've given out a lot more through other funding sources. So I think maybe 2 out of 40 have been lost/stolen. So we've had good luck with that. But we did have some people who got their device and then we lost track of them through follow-up, phone numbers went out of service. We never heard from them again. So, that was a small percentage. So we went with the Lenovo because it wasn't going to be too painful to lose them. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't like a $450 iPad.
Yeah. Did you mention introducing additional issues to the curriculum? I'm just curious, what you have identified that you didn't cover originally, but could be introduced in later modules.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of transportation services, with Muni, finding ways to get around the city. Also just apps that kind of promote social, different community programs and stuff like that. A lot of clients kind of come in wanting to know how to access these programs. As we identify them, as we kind of go through, we kind of want to develop to answer those questions.